Kobe never stopped teaching us valuable lessons. And some of those lessons are things that you can keep with you every single day.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous. A Kobe Bryant patch autograph, number 4 of 10.
How is it going, everybody? And welcome back to my channel, Kobe Cards. I am so excited for today, because today we are going back into the Kobe capsule. We are going back in. It has been a hot minute since we last took a deep dive into a Kobe card, and part of it is because we've been riddled with all this Kobe news over the last few weeks. Everything from the Clutch Point series releasing, NBA 2K announcing Kobe as the cover athlete, news around Vanessa and the Bryant family. We also had Father's Day, the 4th of July. There's been a lot going on. And this being a channel that pays tribute to Kobe, I really want to keep you as close to the news as possible, especially if I can provide some insights or information that you may not have known about. With that being said, though, today is going to be a fun one for me. As I mentioned from the beginning, not every single card is going to be purely about basketball. We saw that with a video I made about Kobe helping raise Taylor Swift's banner. The manufacturers and writers of sports cards sometimes have different or unique types of passages up their sleeves. And while this one won't necessarily be about basketball, it will help remind us of one of Kobe's life lessons that he wanted to instill within all of us. Without further ado, let's go into the Kobe capsule to get things going. All right. Here we have a 1998-1999 Skybox Thunder base card from Skybox International. This card is number, there we go, on the bottom right there, 108. So this is card number 108, and this set was a 125 card base set. So the base set was a tiered set, and the packs of this product were 8-card packs. So the base cards were tiered in a way that if they were numbered 1 to 50, they came in 4 per pack. If they were 50 to 100, they came in 3 per pack. And if your card was numbered 101 to 125, like this one being 108, then it was 1 per pack. So you would get only one of the numbers 101 to 125 per pack on average, meaning that with a 25 card tier, on average, you had a 1 in 25 chance of getting this card, or roughly it would take you 25 packs on average to find this card. Obviously, in the hobby format, there were inserts and parallels as well. So depending on the odds of getting one of those cards, it would likely replace one of those cards in the pack. So you might actually have less than a 1 in 25 pack chance of finding this card, but it's because it would be replaced with theoretically a rarer card. So the fronts of the Skybox Thunder base cards here featured what they called a color image of the player against a contemporary background. But I do actually think it looks nice. Anyway, and then all the players were holding a silver foil basketball. So that is what you had here. As far as my thoughts on the actual design, I do really like it. I get what they were talking about when they say it is contemporary for the time. It's definitely more of an artsy type card compared to what you would expect from like a Hoops base or Tops base or Upper Deck base or really anything like that in terms of like a base card from a set. These aren't necessarily like color structures. It's not like an in-game action shot. It's definitely very, very much so manipulated. And yeah, it's artsy. You can see even a little bit more artsy with the fact that on the top row, you can see 4 different basketball hoops, little squares that they cut off. And that's an artsy little look, and it sort of reminds you of life in a way, in general, for most people. You see they've got the outdoor style hoop that reminds you of, playing on a blacktop or something like that. And then you've got here, you see like the double steel rims. I'm not sure if any of you ever played with those. And then you've got those, rounded backboards that everyone hates playing. And then all the way on the left, you've got sort of the official NBA backboard, like you've made it, or, you're playing in a gymnasium or something like that. And it's pretty cool. So since this card does have us a little bit reflecting on life, we're going to head to the back of this card now. So before we get going, we will start off by, you see just above the words Kobe Bryant, weight of 210. And let's see if we can find the height. I think it's located, you can't see it behind here, but it says 6'7". Oh, there you go, perfect. So 6'7", weight 210. Apologize for the lining on the casing here. And as far as, before I get into the quote, I'm going to hide that a little bit. As far as this design, it's fine on the back. It's a little bit annoying. They've got like 100 different fonts and 100 different font sizes in many different places, so there's not really a structure to the back of this card. One funny example is the word born right here. If I can get that to focus. You see that like huge R in there, just for no rhyme or reason. Same thing like WT, like the T is much larger than the W, and the 1 and 210 is much larger. Just using different fonts and different styles and different sizes throughout. All right, we are now heading into the quote of the card. And here we go. I'm just getting started. And you know what? That's what's so much fun for me. When you're climbing up the ladder, that's the best part. So this quote I find to be an absolutely awesome one. And the interesting thing is that this quote came before 1998, which is insane to think about. Kobe spent his entire life imparting little tidbits of wisdom left and right, and they were always right in front of your face. This one in particular, where he's talking about climbing up the ladder being the fun part, what he's really saying is, life is about the journey. It's about being on that ladder. It's about climbing it. It's not about where you're going or the destination, but it's what you're climbing towards. You need to enjoy the actual climb. You need to enjoy the journey. You need to love what you're doing, and if you love what you do, you'll find something much greater along the way, and it won't be so dependent on the destination, but rather the experiences that get you there. It's such a beautiful quote from a man who wasn't even 20 years old when he said this. Even better is that Kobe never wavered in his approach to life. He lived by everything he spoke about, and he never stopped believing or wanting to teach those same life lessons. I'm going to play a quick clip for you, which comes directly from Kobe's jersey retirement speech, where they hung up his numbers 8 and 24 into the rafters at the Staples Center.
That's the dream. It's not the destination, it's the journey. If you guys can understand that, then what you'll see happen is that you won't accomplish your dreams. Your dreams won't come true. Something greater will.
So, as you can see, from the second Kobe stepped onto the court to the second he stepped off, and even before that and after that, across his entire life, he wanted you to understand this lesson. It was definitely a meaningful one for him and something which he wanted to teach his children. And he said it many more times throughout his life in interviews and on camera, left and right. This is one that he spoke about a lot. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy life. Enjoy the experience. Enjoy being on that ladder and climbing it. Because life is too short to do anything but try to be happy and find joy in life. During this really difficult time, I hope that is a lesson of Kobe's that you can keep with you. As always, the card we talked about today will be uploaded to my Instagram and Twitter, which is @KobeCapsule, where you'll find all of the cards we have talked about on this channel. And if you're enjoying my videos and my tribute to Kobe, I hope you consider subscribing so you can follow along as we continue our journey to remember and celebrate the life and career of Kobe Bryant. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time with more Kobe cards.